everyone, prepare for the adventurous romance between Penelope and Colin. But before watching the fan-favorite couple lead Season 3, we need to go through every breathtaking moment that occurred in the previous 2 installments. There are so many of them, from Daphne and Simon holding hands to that popular bee scene. Here are our top picks for 10 Bridgerton unforgettable moments. You already know that there will be some major spoilers. Let's start off with that badass moment when Daphne punched Nigel. Nigel was a bit of a problematic character to say the least. No, let me rephrase this. He was a total jerk. He deserved to be put in his place, but to be completely honest with you, we never expected for him to be put in his place by the female lead of Season 1, Daphne Bridgerton. Of course, this is an unforgettable moment because of the satisfaction it brought to our faces. To say he deserved it is an understatement. Nigel was simply a character that he wanted out of the story. This is a particularly important moment because it also shows that Daphne has a strong personality. We've seen her being gentle, we've seen her impressing the queen with her elegance and modesty, and we've seen her handle a jerk all on her own.
Go with me!
Now let's continue with an intimate moment, a moment we honestly can't forget. Art of the Swoon. This moment was packed with tension. The Duke and Daphne look at a painting while touching their hands, and while this is not considered to be a steamy scene, it's actually the first time they got intimate with each other. Honestly, this is my favorite moment from the entire show. I just love how the creators brought this moment on screen from the pages. How would you rate it from 1 to 10? Now let's continue with the kiss that changed the entire course of the first installment, Daphne and Simon's kiss in the garden.
Have her utterly convinced that we are mad for each other.
We are awfully clever.
Indeed we are.
I mean, finally! It felt like we were waiting for an eternity for this to happen. The two finally give up and make out in the garden, risking Simon's life because, you know, a kiss means that you have to be married. Do I need to ask how many times you've rewatched this scene? This scene also ended up with a punch, but the punch came from Anthony instead. Damn it, Season 1 was really good. No, we didn't forget about the Duke and I speech. How could we? In order to get permission from the Queen, Daphne and Simon go to her so that she can allow them to get married. Simon gives a speech about how it was not love at first sight for them, and then explains how this whole thing with Daphne started out as friendship. Long story short, he gave such a good speech that both his loved one and the Queen were left speechless. Oh boy, how we hope to see Simon in the 3rd installment. Did we start a petition about Regé-Jean Page returning to the series? Let me know where to sign.
To meet a beautiful woman is one thing, but to meet your best friend and the most beautiful of women is something.
Now let's talk about the couple that led Season 2, the bee moment. This scene was really difficult for fans who didn't want to lose Anthony or Kate. Honestly, I thought something was about to happen to him, and if that was the case, I would have cancelled my Netflix subscription. In the midst of a fight, a bee lands on Kate's dress. Frightened, Anthony grabs her and tries to protect her from the bee by telling her to stand still. The bee stings her and Anthony becomes terribly worried. Trying to calm him down, Kate puts his hand on her chest to show him her breathing is fine. He calms down, and this is the moment viewers, Kate and Anthony understand just how much he loves Kate. This moment led to Anthony teaching Kate how to hold a gun.
No, do not. Do not.
How amazing is this scene, right? After going through some struggles, Anthony and Kate decide to go hunting. The two end up alone in the forest where they talk about the previously mentioned event with the bee. Anthony says Kate is guilty because she put his hand on her chest and she blames him for looking at her the way he did. They just look at each other for a few seconds, and those few seconds were enough to build up a tension that killed us. Then they hear the leaves rustling. The man from Season 2 then instructs Kate on how to hold the gun correctly, leading to them getting close once again. And then the moment we've all been waiting for comes. The two are touching, and he's taking in her scent. The scene is just wow. A bit later, Anthony screams out loud, "Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't done it already." To which Kate agrees. Yep, another unforgettable moment is the one during which Eloise learns who Lady Whistledown is.
The other morning,
When I was stung.
after which you put my hand to your bosom.
To show you I was unharmed, you were overcome.
Indeed, I was not.
As you already know, the romantic drama is based on the books by Julia Quinn, and although the show is not completely loyal to the source material, it includes unforgettable moments from the novels. Big thanks to the creators for letting us enjoy the moments from the book on our small screen. Penelope Featherington had some struggles while writing her latest Lady Whistledown gossip. she succeeded to keep her identity secret for a bit longer than expected, with even her best friend, Eloise, having no idea that Penelope is, in fact, Lady Whistledown. When she finally figures it all out, the two share a very emotional scene in the season 2 finale. They were yelling at each other, they were crying, and in the end, Penelope tries to recover their friendship, but she can't find Eloise, which means we'll see more of them fighting in the third installment. The first really steamy scene. Daphne loses her virginity to Simon, and she enjoys it. Wasn't expecting it to be otherwise, but okay. Interestingly enough, we saw Simon's butt several times during these steamy scenes, and we're not sorry. Normally, shows are into this trend of showing the female body and hiding the male one during such scenes. Equality, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, the couple did it on their wedding night, but it didn't go as planned because our beloved Simon asked for separate rooms. He changed his mind a bit later and comes knocking on Daphne's door. He then delivers another speech. This man is good with speeches. I mean, really, really good. He tells Daphne, "I burn for you. Can we make this a thing? Please." After watching the scene, all I can think of is "I burn for you." He's then desperately trying to untie Daphne's corset, which includes millions and millions of buttons. And well, they finally do it.
Do you want me to stop?
Back to Kate, Anthony, and the final dance. We can't forget this moment because we finally see a smile on Anthony's face. He needed an entire season just to smile. What made him smile? Kate asks him to dance, meaning that she's okay with being seen with him now. Anthony asks Kate how many fingers he's holding up before they dance, and we absolutely love this side of him. The two carelessly dance to a classical rendition of Wrecking Ball while everyone is watching. Kate asks him if he wants to stop, to which he responds, "Just keep looking at me, no one else matters."
How many?
3.
And now it's time for the happy ending. While both Anthony and Kate went through a lot of struggles in Season 2, the Season 2 finale proved it was all worth it. After so much tension, after witnessing one of the most intense love triangles in the entire history of cinema, everyone is given a happily ever after. During the finale, Anthony says to Kate, "Smash that subscribe button and notification bell, so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future." No, seriously. After they enjoy a steamy night together, the couple shares a passionate kiss with fireworks in the background. To be honest with you, I enjoyed Anthony and Kate's love story more than the one between Daphne and Simon. Don't you think they had more chemistry? See you in the next video.